chairman of UBA is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. One of Nigeria's finest gentlemen and biggest encourager of the young generation. Please give it up for Mr. Tony Elumelu. Thank you for joining us, sir. Okay, no, thank you for inviting us to join you for your 75th anniversary celebration. Like I said, it promises to be an entertaining evening. Yes, we have interesting speeches, but the entertainment is lined up across all genres. And without wasting time, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the first one. What you're about to witness is spoken word poetry, telling the story of UBA. I know our hands are not too busy, so please let's jam them for the man I'm about to bring on stage. You may not know him, but after this you will never forget him. Please give it up for I.B. Quick. Round of applause, please. Thank you.
Surprise, I'm female. Good evening, everyone. The night is where dreams come alive. And by day, the United Bank for Africa flies higher than the Burj Khalifa. We live in a world of endless possibilities. Who knew Suwe would teach us to hop on opportunities? That hide and seek is a skill, so you know when to fire like your people listen to. To run faster than Usain Bolt. To become everything the new airplanes. Become the jet ski on sea, the Tesla on land. MM2 would be able to tell where you land. You're waiting to see the light when you are disapplied and need 75 years. A dream was born. A dream that dared to believe that African excellence could beat the sun to rise. Better and bigger than Anthony Joshua. Turn God brainstorming storms. Turn trashes. It's what you've done. UBA dream has not beyond the boundaries of the state. Nigeria to New York. From Accra to the market of Kinshasa. From African roots to global route to free ground. You don't make moves past the boundaries of Winnie the Pooh, so no need to Google now. You've taught us. And there is something about Nigerians far majestic than the solar system. We'd make Mercury travel to Alaska in Ibadan. Take a stop in Owerri only for the taste of good quality. We'd make Neptune become a DJ. Give better we do in the name of fruit. We sabi tap creativity past the way we tap electricity. Be on the same vibe as Davido and Fuse when they sang electricity. You showed us that we have the resources in our hands, advanced technology in our palms, that inside our head content. We are the code that can decode every system's malaria and typhoid. We're the solution to nations. We play forward and we do it well like Rash. We're a global ass, and I'm not talking the be gone. Thank you.
I was expecting a louder applause, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful story. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Please let's put hands together for her. I be quick. Thank you very much. Before we actually go into all the entertainment lined up for the evening, it's UBA at 75. This celebration started since last year. For those of you who are not aware, it shows you the milestone and how important it is for us here. So, the next three people, you know, it has a format to it. It's also in a celebratory mood. They are going to grace the stage and tell us a few things. Some we know, some we don't know. I crave your indulgence and ask that we pay attention and put our hands together, share them on, because these are major blocks when it comes to growing an industry. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, first of the three, I'm going to call on the GMD of UBA, a man whose last three letters in his name happen to rhyme with UBA. Please, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the GMD, Mr. Oliver Alaoba. Make una clap. Let's let the applause roll till he gets here. It's the GMD. Last name, Ala UBA. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON. Your Excellencies here present, Ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I've seen the Minister of Women Affairs, the Chairman of UBA PLC, Mr. Tony Elumelu, CFR, all the members of board of UBA group here. I've also seen past presidents, past chairmen, UBA subsidiaries, chairman of UBA subsidiaries are present. I've also seen MD CEOs of UBA subsidiaries in our 24 countries here. I've seen past directors of UBA, both at the group level and at subsidiary level. I also recognize the executive members of UBA that are here at the group and also at the various subsidiaries, friends of UBA, customers of UBA, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed with immense joy, deep humility, and sense of gratitude that I welcome you all to this joyous occasion. A gala dinner commemorating the 75 years anniversary of United Bank for Africa. 75 years ago, UBA commenced operations at Kakawa Street in Lagos. It was a humble beginning for UBA. And the name of the bank then was British and French Bank. British and French Bank. Today, by the grace of God and by the total commitment of people and the unwavering commitment to developing Africa, UBA is today in 24 countries, in 4 continents. UBA is growing. UBA is impacting lives. We have 1,000 business offices across 24 countries. We have 430 POSs, over 3,000 ATMs, over 25,000 staff, and we are taking care of 45 million customers today. The story of UBA has the story of consistent achievements. We just finished our AGM for 2024 financial year, and UBA made a profit after tax of 766 billion. The total assets of UBA today stands at 30 trillion naira. Today, our shareholders were very happy with us because UBA declared a dividend of 5 naira per share, giving a dividend yield of 14.5%, the highest among our peers. So this bank is growing, is impacting on lives. We are inspired to do more, driven by our unwavering commitment to customer first and the vast and untapped potential across Africa, and the deeply held belief that UBA possesses the capacity, resilience, and responsibility to confront and overcome the continent's most pressing challenges while unlocking sustainable opportunities for our future. Tonight's celebration indeed is a legacy of excellence, a future of impact for UBA. It's more than just celebrating. It is a tribute to men and women who dared to dream and who laid the foundation for what we have become today. It is a call to renew our collective commitment to excellence, enterprise, and execution. It is a reaffirmation of our vision to build a future that is more inclusive, digitally enabled, globally competitive, and fundamentally committed to advancing Africa's development and prosperity. This evening, therefore, I would like to take a moment to especially appreciate all those who have contributed to the UBA that we have today. First, I would like to commend and appreciate our visionary group chairman, Mr. Tony O. A foremost entrepreneur, philanthropist, Pan-Africanist, and architect of the modern UBA. Our dynamic group of members and executive management committee members. Our subsidiary chairmen, MDCOs, and board members across all countries. Our former chairmen, board members, and executives at both the group level and society level, whose stewardship built an enduring foundation that today witnesses in UBA. Our customers, regulators, and stakeholders in every market where UBA is present. The entire UBA workforce from drivers, hygiene officers, and security staff to tellers, customer service officers, customer service managers, heads of operations, fund transfer officers, branch managers, regional managers, all back office staff, and senior executives. You are the lifeblood of UBA. Your dedication at every level has been the force behind our collective success. Please permit me to pay a heartfelt tribute to all our former staff and colleagues who have served this institution with dedication across the decades. Their contributions to high prices and commitment remain deeply woven into the fabric of our journey. We honor their memories and remain grateful for their role in building the legacy that we today celebrate. We are deeply honored indeed to welcome His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, GCN, the Vice President of the Republic of Nigeria, as our special guest of honor and keynote speaker. Your Excellency, this moment is particularly meaningful for us, as we are not only a respected national leader, but also a valued part of the UBA family. We still trace the steps that you took in UBA, having served within this institution earlier in your distinguished banking career. Your Excellency, your continued support for UBA and your visible advocacy for Africa's economic integration and private sector-led development align seamlessly with our Pan-African vision. Your presence here this evening is a powerful affirmation of the enduring bond between the public and private sectors and a shared commitment to shaping a more prosperous future for Nigeria and the entire African continent. At UBA, we are building more than a bank. We are building a future for the next generation of Africans, one defined by opportunity, inclusion, and transformation. In the next 75 years, we vision a UBA with presence in every African country. And will expand the footprint to over 100 countries across the world, deepening its role as a truly African institution. In the next 75 years, UBA will serve more than 1 billion customers, leveraging on cutting-edge technology, customer-first innovation, and trusted relationships and collaborations to meet the evolving needs of individuals, businesses, and governments. In the next 75 years, UBA will be more than a part of Africa's renaissance. It will shape its trajectory and champion its transformation. So today, this celebration is a renewal for us. Renewing our commitment to innovation, to service, and social impact. We are renewing our ambition to lead Africa as a strong player in the global economy. We are pledging our commitment to be a beacon of excellence for generations of Africans to come. As we raise our glasses this evening, we also raise our collective aspirations towards a future where African institutions like UBA lead with boldness, innovation, and purpose on the global stage. Thank you for being part of this historic celebration. May God bless you, and please enjoy the evening. Thank you.
time, ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for our amiable GMD, Mr. Oliver. Thank you very much, sir. You said very poignant things, right? But what stuck to my brain was profit after tax. Did I hear correctly, sir? 766 billion profit after tax. Okay, I want to join that family. Ladies and gentlemen, the evening is gliding smoothly as we promised. One thing that makes you be a standout is the fact that there is a lot of gender equality in play in every department. You can tell, not just from experience, but from the things you see, that women are always encouraged in this institution. It is on that note, allow me to introduce to you my co-host for the evening, one of Nigeria's finest actresses of all time. Round of applause for Miss Nancy Isime. Thank you. There you are.
Thank you so much, Bobby.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Mr. Elumelu. So good to have you. Every single person sitting here, we thank you so much for joining us today. It's so good to have you in the building tonight. Of course, we're in celebratory mode. Like Bobby said, there's a lot of equality in UBA. Right behind on stage right now is someone we call Alero. And Alero is so involved in this. So yes, you're right about equality. She's spearheading all of this, I think.
Yes, absolutely. And it's reflecting in the evening when you see how everything has flown and everything is just going as planned. I made one mistake in the beginning though. I introduced the poetry lady as a he, you know, so but it has been corrected. I hope she's not angry anymore. Alright. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you heard when the GMD said profit after tax 766 billion. I want to work for UBA now.
Is there an opening? I'm very happy to start work first thing Monday morning.
First thing Monday morning.
First thing Monday morning.
Me, I don't start work as I did. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next person we are going to bring on stage actually needs no introduction.
That's right.
Yes, but we are going to introduce him for one reason only. UBA, as a brand, started in 1949. We will talk about that later, but the current chairman was nowhere in existence when UBA started. Matter of fact, the bank was already 14 years old. In 1949, his parents had not met. But today, he is steering that ship beautifully, right?
Well, the way you said that, you're too confident. How do you know his parents hadn't met by that time?
Because I've done my digging and my research, and I'm going to talk more about it later on. But for now, let us have him. Nancy, do us the honors.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation, the reason why we're gathered here tonight, please welcome on stage as he gives us his speech, Mr. Tony Elumelu. A round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, distinguished guests. Oh, please, be seated. I said no, I didn't know. No, you know, one of the things we admire about our vice president is his humility, totally disarming. And also his professionalism and promptness. This man got here before so many people here today. Time, he gives you time. And these are virtues and qualities we appreciate in leadership. Mr. Vice President, we're extremely delighted to have you here. And we're very proud of you as our Vice President and as one of us. Distinguished guests, the protocol has been established by our able performing, professional, energetic group managing director, Dr. Oliver Alauba. I'm not sure many of you know he's a doctor. So I let the world know today, I let the crowd know that you're a doctor. You know, our capable host for tonight said I was going to give a speech, but honestly, I listened very well to Dr. Oliver Alauba's speech. There's nothing indeed to add, nothing whatsoever. And so to make another speech tonight will be boring all of you. He has said it all. He has spoken on behalf of United Bank for Africa that he ably leads, and I rest 100% on what he has said. The only thing for me to say is that this is a night of celebration, a night of gratitude to God for making it possible, but more important and equally important, gratitude to all of you, our shareholders who are here, our customers whose patronage and custom have kept us going, our capable team, our board, current and past. And I think it was Warren Buffett that said, we all today are under the shade because some people planted some trees in the past. We are celebrating UBA because those of you who founded and led UBA when some of us were not born did a great job. The foundation was laid long ago. Ours is just taking it further. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I've seen mentors today. I've seen senior professional colleagues who were in UBA then. I saw Isa Dusi, and I hope you see that he will not live today, and others. And I just can't help but feel super excited that this night has been made possible by God. Our GMB has shared the vision for the next 75 years. When TMD said we'll be in all African countries in 75 years, some people at that table said, no. If we are already in 20 African countries, we have 34 left. And by the end of this year, you and your team are adding more. So maybe you meant 7.5 years. I said, yes, divide 75 by 10, 7.5 years. But then he said 100 globe countries across the globe, 75 years. And I go say, okay, we know UBA can do that in 50 years. Just keep transforming our domestic economy as President Ahmed Bola Tinubu and his Vice President are doing. And then the private sector will keep running. And UBA will lead. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening. Let's make merry. 75 years is not a small anniversary. We are proud of what the past and current leadership have achieved and staff of UBA have achieved. And this night is a unique night for us to celebrate, enjoy, and if it were possible to remove the ties, we will remove them. I'm sure at the night we'll remove the ties. Thank you so much. Enjoy this wonderful and great moment and occasion with us. We appreciate your taking the time to spend this day with us. Thank you very much.
I don't like that our applause finishes so quick. Can we put our hands together one more time? If you can see what's going on stage, I'm sure you know.
I think everyone can already guess who's about to come on now.
Absolutely. Okay. The seal, please. Okay. Shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, our chairman, like I said, the bank was already 14 years old. UBA, right? Was already 14 years old when our chairman was born. The next person I'm about to bring on stage is the number 2 citizen of the country.
That's right.
And allow us to inform you that the bank was already 17 years old when he was born. He was a baby. The bank was 2 decades old. And he was also a former staff of UBA, marketing department. Okay, you were a marketer, right? Are you say, please open account, right? And today he's number 2 citizen in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please let's put our hands together and welcome His Excellency the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON.
The Group Chairman, United Bank of Africa, my mentor, my brother, Mr. Tony Elumelu, CFR. Members of the National Assembly present, Honorable Minister for Women Affairs, Mrs. Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, the Honorable Minister for Regional Development, Engineer Abubakar Momo, the Group Managing Director, CEO, UBA, Mr. Oliver Alauba, and other Managing Directors and Chief Executive Officers present here. The cream de la cream of the Nigerian business community, too numerous to mention, and top government officials, heads of ministries, departments, and agencies present, members of staff of the UBA family, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is not every day that one gets to witness the celebration of an institution that has outlived generation and still pulses with the vibrancy of youth. The United Bank for Africa, or simply UBA, is not what it is because of the age of its ideas. It is what it is because of the attention it pays. Attention to innovation, attention to emerging markets, attention to shifting dreams, and attention to the changing contours of generational ambition. UBA has remained a pacesetter because it is led by people who do not just manage capital, but manage curiosity. UBA's staying power is owed to its pursuit of relevance. It has stood as a reward for new thinking, expanding not just across geography, but across ideas. It serves millions. It shapes economies, and it influences the narrative of what an African institution can become when excellence is institutionalized and when well-intentioned rainmakers are in charge. 75 years is not something you just pick up at the supermarket. It is earned. It's through risk and calculations, through storms and sunshine, through mergers and acquisitions, and through the brain power and courage of those who believe in its promise of a new world. That is what leadership means. What has brought us together today or tonight is by design and by an obsession with relevance. Indeed, no institution rises its history without the signature of those who believe in it. And so tonight, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are not just going to celebrate UBA, but to celebrate one of the finest sons of Africa, Mr. Tony Elumelu, CFR. Tony Elumelu is not a dreamer. Dreamers are those who stuck in the bubble. Mr. Elumelu is a dream maker. He has made through the imagination of those who wish for an empire from the comfort of their homes. He has taught us that it is possible to build without breaking, to lead without losing touch, and to dream without borders. And one thing that has amused me about Mr. Elumelu over the years is that he has cracked a code many still struggle to decipher. What is that code?
the delicate act of balancing the boardroom with the living room, of being a captain of industry and still the commander at home. Not many men have managed a balance between building empires and building families, between serving the world and being present at Christmas in his village on Ichauku. But this man, this maverick, this dream maker, has shown us that we can help move the continent forward without losing touch with home and family. As an ordinary commissioner in Borno State, many of the times, out of the blues, I used to get calls from Mr. Tony Elumelu. Just keep in touch. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this is a real gem, one of the greatest sons of Africa, and he deserves a standing ovation. You can sit down, please. Mr. Elumelu's New Year is not complete without the village breeze, the village laughter, and the village love. And let me say this, behind every great man, there is always a greater woman. In Dr. Awele Elumelu, we see not just a spouse, but an Amazon, a matriarch who gathers the kith and kin under her warm canopy. She is the quiet strength behind the force that is Tony. I've seen people carry heavy responsibilities, but I have rarely seen anyone do it with the ease and cheer that Tony Elumelu does. Is art, and perhaps that is what sets him apart. This is what sets UBA apart. The presence of a leader who reminds us not to take life so seriously that we forget that there is life beyond war. He shows us that ambition and enjoyment can go hand in hand, and that building a continent must not come at the cost of living fully. The spirit of balance has made UBA stand out. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, if I pour encomiums on him, I honor upon him. The imaginary. Behind every dream maker is a team of believers. Believers who usually begin as skeptics. To Tony Elumelu, my boss, to the entire immediate and extended UBA family, to the dream makers, to the doers, and to the defenders of the African promise, I wish you many more years of pace-setting evolution. May your best chapter still be ahead. Thank you, and God bless.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's let that applause roll and let it be thunderous. Mr. Vice President, please, sir. All right. We actually want two of you on stage now. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Also joining them on stage are some of our former directors. If you don't mind, please joining us on stage now. Chief Ferdinand
Alabraba, Chief Ferdinand Alabraba, please join us on stage.
Mr. Kayode Shogola, son.
Mr. Kayode Shogola, SAN, please join us on stage.
Ambassador Joe Keshi, OOM, please join us on stage.
Ambassador Joe Keshi, please join us. Thank you.
Alhaji Abdul Mutalab, CON, please join us on stage.
Alhaji Abdul Mutalab, CON, please join us on stage.
Dr. Foluke Abdul Razak, OON, please join us on stage.
Dr. Foluke. Thank you, ma'am.
These are just a few of our past directors.
Yes.
We want to appreciate you and say thank you so much for the work and for all your contribution towards the growth of UBA over the years. Thank you.
Thank you.
A round of applause for them, please.
All right. Actually, all our directors, right? Yes, please join us on stage.
If we have other directors that we haven't called yet, please join us on stage. We apologize for not calling you here. We just did not know that you're already
Mrs.
here with
Faith,
us.
please join us. Thank you.
Mrs. Faith. Please, let's make way for Mrs. Faith to join us.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's so good to see everyone so healthy, looking amazing, shining after all these years. Welcome, sir. And I'm sure we might have some memories of the past years and when we used to work and all the efforts that we put in. Maybe your seatmates, your office mates.
I think, I don't know where Ramon is, but let's take, we're not doing your job. Let's take it in two phases. We take here one, and we take with all current group directors, and we take with all chairmen of our subsidiaries. So in three phases, please. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's take this first. Okay. Please, are you done? Are you done? Sir, the Vice President, the Managing Director, Vice President. Please, let's take it. I will call other people down. Yes, this one.
Thank you so much.
Okay, can we do this? Please, can we do this? Okay, sir. Please, the photographers.
All right, for the next batch, sir.
The deputy managing directors of UBA, please kindly join them on the stage. The deputy managing directors, please.
All right, deputy managing directors, thank you. Join us on stage. Quick announcement. Immediately after this, the Special Recognition Award will be presented to His Excellency the Vice President by none other than Mr. Tony Elumelu.
By all the group directors of UBA. Group directors of UBA, please. The group directors of UBA.
Would We'd like to have all the group directors of UBA. If you're sitting behind, we'd wait a minute for you to please walk to stage. All the current group directors, thank you.
Please, can we extend it? Okay, it's fine. Okay, please. Okay. The directors of associated companies, please, can you do?
Thank you so much. Thank you. You can please proceed back to your seats.
Yes.
Thank you for all your hard work and for all your contribution. UBA at 75 is also celebrating every single one of you.
Candy Joy, Transcorp.
All right.
Can we also have the subsidiaries?
Subsidiaries, please. The chairman of subsidiaries. Please, the chairman of subsidiaries, can you come forward? Okay, please, that is fine. The associated companies, the subsidiaries, please. Yes.
We have the subsidiaries.
The subsidiaries.
Can you join us on stage? Ministers, right now, if you please can just start getting ready because we'll soon call you on stage to also join us in taking this photo. Our honorable, distinguished ministers.
Let's be quick about it, then. Please, let's be quick about this.
And please, the event is still going on. We still have a lot to do tonight. There's still party. We have all your favorite artists waiting to perform for you tonight. So please just relax. Don't think that we're ending. We are not. The night just began. Thank you. Thank you so much to our subsidiaries. Thank you as you proceed with our picture.
The ministers, please. The ministers, please, can you come forward?
Thank you so much. Can we please have our honorable ministers come on stage? Thank you so much. To our honorable ministers in the building tonight with us, please join us on stage for a photo.
We understand that the VP has a live program to appear on TV. So let's round up with the photos, okay? Thank you. Let's take this last set. Thank you, Mr. Vice President.
Soon, so we're going to finish as quick as possible so that we can do our award presentation and we can get back to the program of tonight.
All right.
The VP is scheduled for a live program as we speak, so that's why you feel like things are a bit rushed up, but we have to make sure that he's out of here soon. So please let's cooperate. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Vice President, we know you are pressed for time, but there's a special recognition award for you that Mr. Elumelu.
Thank you so much. You can please proceed from stage, leaving just our chairman and Mr. Vice President. Mr. Vice President, I just have one question for you before you go. When you were working with UBA years back, did you think that 75 will be celebrating 75 years today, especially when you left?
I was very certain that we'll reach the milestone and we'll celebrate another 75 years.
Thank you so amazing. Yes.
So, Your Excellency, our own ambassador to the world. We are extremely immensely proud of you. And thanks for your kind words, Your Excellency. We are very proud and we hope that one day our efforts just receive much of the value. This is a recognition of the foundation you also helped to lay for today's UBA. We appreciate you. And more importantly, we are proud of the country you're making foundation. Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. It's not over yet. You're also going to do him the honors. From you to our chairman. Yes, sir.
It's an honor and privilege to cherish forever to present this award to a living legend, a torchbearer of our generation, a best amongst equals, Mr. Tony Elumelu, CFR.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you so much, sir. You've been more than amazing for us tonight. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our Vice President
A round of applause.
as he makes his way out.
Yes, it's a big deal when the Vice President actually takes time out of his busy schedule to make your event.
Absolutely.
We don't take that for granted at all. But you know, one thing I picked out when he was talking, he said, Mr. Tony has been a bridge between the old and the young.
100%.
Yes.
The old and the young, the old and the new is representing. That's what UBA stands for. It's one of the most iconic brands out of Nigeria. You know, it's important to know that many businesses start and don't go the lifespan, not just in Nigeria, but across the world. That's why UBA stands out and is one of the most recognized brands worldwide. All right.
Please, let's be seated. Like we said, the event just started. The only reason why it feels like we're going from the other way to the other end is because the VP had to come and leave us as soon as possible, and we wanted to make sure that all was accomplished with him. The event just started. Please, let's remain on our seats, and let's please keep it as orderly as possible so we can have a smooth run tonight. Please, you can sit down, sir. You can sit down, sir, please. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, still to come, we have a documentary, 10 minutes long, but very interesting, that tells the story, captures the essence of UBA. Also, two of Nigeria's finest acts will be on stage at some point. One of Nigeria's finest dancers, in the person of Pokoli, is also going to entertain us. We have Flavor backstage, and we have, of course, the Coco Master himself, the Banj. It promises to be entertaining. We can tell many of you have already had something to eat. There is more where that came from.
Yes.
So don't be in a hurry to go. The party is about to get started.
Yes. So much to feed your eyes on. So much. Thank you so much.
All right. I think at this point we should leave them in the hands of the music executives.
I think so too.
All right. Thank you.
documentary showing right now.
Financial centers. UBA has a wide range of innovative products and services in retail, housing, and commercial banking tailored to the needs of individuals and businesses in Africa, delivering convenience to customers and facilitating payments, remittances, trade, and economic development. United Bank for Africa. UBA is the one bank uniting African people and businesses with the world. So, make the wise choice today. Bank with UBA, Africa's global bank. It's a new dawn in Africa, and her enormous potential and opportunities are being harnessed by One Bank. One Bank stands strong as the bank of choice for Africans and African-related businesses. UBA, with a fast-growing presence across Africa and in financial centers, UBA has a wide range of innovative products and services in retail, housing, and commercial banking tailored to the needs of individuals and businesses in Africa, delivering convenience to customers and facilitating payments, remittances, trade, and economic development. United Bank for Africa. UBA is the one bank uniting African people and businesses with the world. So, make the wise choice today. Bank with UBA, Africa's global bank.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ambassador Isaac Moses, and that was me 23 years ago, courtesy of Africa's Global Bank, UBA. In 1949, a vision was born, a vision of the truly African bank, one that would stand tall, break barriers, and serve as a bridge to prosperity for generations to come. This was the beginning of the United Bank for Africa, UBA. Established as the British and French Bank Limited, UBA transformed into a Nigerian-owned bank in 1961. From the start, its mission was clear: to democratize banking, empower communities, and drive growth across Africa. UBA played a pioneering role in Nigeria's financial sector. It became the first Nigerian bank to offer an initial public offering in 1970, and soon after listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, marking a new era of inclusivity and innovation. The bank became the first sub-Saharan bank to take its banking business overseas when it opened a New York office in 1984. In 1986, UBA introduced the first check guarantee card, known as the UBA card. 1990 saw UBA become the first Nigerian bank to embark on a global depository receipt (GDR) program. Fast forward to 2005, a bold move reshaped the African banking landscape. UBA merged with Standard Trust Bank, a dynamic, tech-forward institution led by visionary leaders with one goal: transformation. This merger was more than a union of two banks. It was a fusion of tradition and innovation. The combined entity became a pan-African powerhouse, redefining what it meant to be a truly global African bank.
We need to understand at the time, and to date, banking is a highly prudent and conservative institution, and at times, majority counts. United Bank of Africa has been in existence for about 70 years. Standard Trust Bank is the new generation bank, as I said before, and UBA had a lot more customer base than Standard Trust Bank. So we needed a fusion of a young, vibrant, new generation bank, fresh bank, caring bank, with an established old institution. We had the option of fusing the two names also, or taking a bit of Standard Trust Bank and United Bank of Africa, or we decided there's no point. Let's go with UBA that had a strong brand equity, legacy, being in business for over 70 years, and gives more assurance to customers, and infuse it with the blood, the vitality of a Standard Trust Bank, fresh, caring, strong customer service, and we thought that would create a different type of financial institution, which was actually created when we consolidated the combination in 2005. So I would say that actually, retaining the name of United Bank of Africa shows further the humility in the managers of Standard Trust Bank, or the new leaders of United Bank of Africa, showed also continuity, showed consistency, and showed people who were interested in supporting the tradition of prudent banking.
Today, UBA is present in 20 African countries and a global financial center: London, Paris, New York, and Dubai. It serves over 45 million customers, providing cutting-edge digital banking solutions, SME support, and corporate services that fuel development across the continent. Through the UBA Foundation, the bank is lighting the path for the next generation, supporting education, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy across Africa. UBA isn't just in the business of banking, it's in the business of impact. At 75 years, UBA still stands as a leader in the financial space, making remarkable progress year after year. The future looks exciting.
UBA is one bank, uniting Africa and connecting Africans to the world and the world to Africa. Our primary focus is to be the payment bank for capital flows, trade and investment between Africa and the rest of the world.
75 years of resilience, 75 years of innovation, 75 years of empowering Africa. UBA, Africa's global bank.